everyone. This is, originally it was going to be my gig, but Ali and I were in a band called Rosewick till fairly recently, till a couple of years ago, and I said, why don't you come along? And she's agreed to do that. So she'll be singing a couple as well, and doing some backing vocals for me. We'll start off, I think, with a song. I'll dedicate this to all the fellas in the audience of a certain age. It's called Midlife Crisis Blues. Driving in to work on a Saturday night, thinking what I'd rather be doing with my life. There's a gig going down to stop Star Line. A lovely little lady says she wants to be mine. Well, that sounds fine, but I don't feel inclined. I got a midlife crisis going on in my mind. I'm driving in to work in a brand new car. I sometimes wonder, have I driven too far? Too old to be young and too young to be old. Maybe over the hill if the truth be told. Got the soft top down, but there's snow on the roof. I got a midlife crisis going on in my mind. I'm driving home from work on a Sunday morn. I'm knackered and I'm sleepy, been dragging for long. How many more years on a rotten night shift? And telling myself there must be more than this. What with all the wrinkles and the salt and pepper hair, I got a midlife crisis and I'm going nowhere. Hell yeah! Oh yeah. Well, 5 and 20 years ago, I felt much the same, but my life flashed by like a high-speed train. I was gonna do this, I was gonna do that, and I was looking forward, but now I'm looking back. Well, I've often been accused of not moving on, of living in the past. They couldn't be more wrong. I'm telling you, this is no swan song, and in spite of the age, and I'm still going strong. There may be different gravy on the same old plate. I got a midlife crisis, but it's never too late. A midlife crisis, but it's never too late. I said a midlife crisis, but it's never too late. Thank you very much. Now, I think we need to hear from Ali now. Do you want to introduce this one, Ali?
Sure, why not? So this is a real folk song. It's a beautiful song. It's on our album, and it's called "Hold Back the Tide."
Johnny, keep me from losing my way. And when the waters turn my body, I'll shutter my windows and hide from the day. When the ship meets the river, men's hearts sail away. When we were young, Johnny, we strolled by the river, we strayed by the stream. You took my heart, Johnny. You sailed the same oceans, we shared the same dreams. Now when the ships go low, I lose you, it seems. So hold by the tide, Johnny. Keep me from losing my way. And when the ship meets the river, man's heart sail away. Stone silence and empty glances, trapped in the gaps between heaven and hell. Cold time lies heavy on you. The big ships are gone, love. There's no more to tell. For the Queen stole your heart, love, when she waved her farewell. So hold back the tide, Johnny. Keep me from losing my way. And when the waters turn my body, I'll shut up my window and hide from the day. When the ship meets the river, man's heart sail away. But the big ships are gone, love. There's no more to say.
Thank you very much. Going to stand up for this one. This is a song I wrote some years ago. It's about an ancestor of mine called William, who 200 years ago was working as a farm labourer in Essex, and I guess faced with a life of drudgery on a farm, he decided to join the army. Don't blame him. The surprise was he didn't join the Essex Regiment, he joined the Dublin Regiment, the 83rd Regiment of Foot, as they were called. And I'm glad he did, because he married a sergeant's daughter, Irish lass called Mary, from whom I'm descended. So if he hadn't, there'd be some other fella standing here singing an entirely different song. This is the boys of the old 83rd. Yes? Almost 200 years ago now, young William was working the plough, but the ache in his back and the sweat on his brow didn't seem to inspire him somehow. With his brothers he went down the pub, with intention to snack and to sup. But the sergeant in the corner told the landlord he'd order 3 pints for these fine thirsty pups. Well, the sergeant told tales of the wars, of adventure, of battles and wars. He said to the brothers, I'll buy ye another, never mind all the whys and wherefores. He looked splendid in crossbelts and red, and the ale he bought went to their heads. Then he offered King Shilling if they show him they're willing to march with the colours. And he said, oh, we are the boys of the old 83rd, with red coats and Irish and proud. Lift up your glasses and spare us a thought, toast us and sing it out loud. In Spain and Ceylon and in Canada, yeah, Dublin and Cape Town we serve. Remember the boys of the old 83rd, it's just what we old boys deserve. Well, the brothers signed up the same day. Young William was leading the way. Their broken heart mother said farewell to the brothers, and to Dublin they all marched away. Now the sergeant had a daughter so fair, a beauty with long dark hair. Young William was smitten by the love bug, was bitten, and he'd ask for a kiss if he dared. And in time he asked for a hand, and the sergeant said aye to his plan. But if you marry me, daughter, I think that you ought have a lance corporal stripe on your arm. Well, the couple were married next day by the 83rd's old padre. To the married men's quarters he took sergeant's daughter, and all the lads sang out the strain. Oh, we are the boys of the old 83rd, we're redcoats and Irish and proud. Lift up your glasses and spare us a thought, toast us and sing it out loud. In Spain and Ceylon and in Canada, yeah, Dublin and Cape Town we serve. Remember the boys of the old 83rd, it's just what we old boys deserve. Well, Mary gave birth to 5 sons, 2 daughters who looked like their mum. When the old sergeant died, William's heart swelled with pride for the new sergeant now he'd become. Old William had forged his career in a red coat for 21 years. But retirement was looming and London was booming, so they moved there with all they held dear. From an Essex boy down on the farm to a sergeant with stripes on his arm, old William had a good life, he sure had a good wife. One day our old redcoat died. Well, old soldiers, as some people say, never die, they just fade away. But if you listen quite closely, you'll still hear them march, still hear them sing to this day. If you listen very closely, you may hear the ghostly footsteps of the old 83rd, marching from Dublin to the walled garden. We are the ghosts of the old 83rd, we're redcoats and Irish and proud. Lift up your glasses and spare us a thought, toast us and sing it out loud. In Spain and Ceylon and in Canada, yeah, Dublin and Cape Town we serve. Remember the boys of the old 83rd, it's just what we old boys deserve. Remember the boys of the old 83rd, we're redcoats and Irish and proud. Lift up your glasses and spare us a thought, toast us and sing it out loud. In Spain and Ceylon and in Canada, yeah, Dublin and Cape Town we serve. Remember the boys of the old 83rd, it's just what we old boys deserve. Thank you, sir. Oh. I'm in the middle of, or hopefully nearly finished recording an album with Chris, and this is a song from it, and Ali's agreed to do some mermaidy type vocals on it. This is called, you all right? This is called And She Believes in Unicorns. Here aboard my ship of fate, adrift on a fickle sea, no compass, rudder, chart, or hand to steady me. On a voyage of no return, exotic isles I've seen, ever keen to wade ashore when sirens call to me. But islands come and sirens go, leaving me at sea and alone. universe is red, and I'm safe, I'm sure. For there stands she to comfort me, easing all my fears and pain. She believes in unicorns, she wears a garland in her hair, lays her healing hands on me whenever I am there. If I sail 10,000 leagues, I don't think that I'd see one so wise and mystical as she. She made me sit with her under jasmine-scented boughs, turned up the lover's card, I stayed with her a while. But the sea still called to me, yet part of me remains with her. She believes in unicorns, she wears a garland in her hair, lays her healing hands on me whenever I am there. If I sail 10,000 leagues, I don't think that I'd see one so wise and mystical as I sail this troubled sea. And if I should return someday, I'll seek her company. As if I live for 1,000 years, I don't think that I'd see one so wise and mystical as she. Thank you very much. We're good friends with a duet called Anything Goes. As right on cue, one half of the other duet is coming to join us for a couple of songs. Glyn Prothero, if you don't know him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's any good or not.
I've never played, as you'll find out now.
Glyn's going to play a bit of lead guitar. All right. You got a pick, Andy? Yeah, he's got one there. This is a song I wrote. It's about a young fella, I won't mention any names, 40 years ago, he had a teenage sweetheart. And like young fellas do, he treated his teenage sweetheart deplorably. And then 40 years later, he regretted it. He looked her up on Facebook, found her, and rekindled their romance. It's quite a romantic story, isn't it? So I'm going to play the silly fella, and Ali's going to play the sweetheart. Yeah, you okay?
I'm just checking on the second fret, mate. Oh, that's the song by Jimi Hendrix, that last one. Or the intro to I Feel Fine by the Beatles.
Right. And this is a song called 40 Years, 40 Days and 40 Nights. Yeah?
That's all right, mate.
Well, 40 years ago now, were teenage lovers in the dark. Remember how we used to meet, and hand in hand walk through the park.
I remember.
But I was so young and stupid.
You were.
I can't believe I broke your heart.
You did.
Yes, I know I did. 40 days ago now, I looked online and found your Facebook page.
Did you indeed?
I did. I stared at your profile picture, and I swear that you hadn't changed.
Pull the other one.
I clicked on friend requests. I haven't heard a thing these 40 days. Not one single word.
Well, play to me then.
Ago now, you accepted friends with a message too. You said thought you'd forgotten me. These 40 years I've been missing you.
These 40 years I've been missing you too.
Sleepless these 40 nights. I got 40 years to make up to you.
Oh, you're going to, believe you me.
And you know I will. Thank you very much. We're going to continue in the bluesy vein now, and I'll hand you over to Ali for this one.
All right, so this is a song I wrote a few years back for a fella called Bob Marks, and he was really big on the local blues scene. Wonderful guy, very inclusive, and he left a big mark on me. I didn't know him very well, and when I did know him, he was riddled with cancer. And when he passed away, I wrote this song for him. So it only works if you join in. Okay, so the chorus is basically you just repeat what I sing. So when I sing, when Bob sings the blues, oh, there's one. There's at least one person out there who's paying attention. Thank you very much.
Try again.
So let's try it again. When Bob sings the blues.
When Bob sings the blues.
Oh, when Bob sings the blues.
When Bob sings the blues.
Oh, when Bob sings the blues, the whole damn world sings too. That's the chorus, people. Very easy. You can. You all look very intelligent. I'm sure you can do this. So, and the only other thing you need to repeat is blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Yeah, Stilton, you know, whatever you fancy.
But you got to tread very carefully on this song.
Yes.
There's no response to that. Well, you can travel the world or stay right at home. You can visit different places, and if you roam, you can go by road, by plane or rail.
Vermont or Bangor, Maine, fly up to Arctic North or way down south. But the best damn gospel comes from Bob's own mouth. 'Cause no matter where you'll be, there's always blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
'Cause when Bob sings the blues,
When Bob sings the blues.
oh, when Bob sings the blues,
When Bob sings the blues.
oh, when Bob sings the blues, the whole damn world sings too. Take it away, boys. Here we go. He's just a scrawny fella with a shock of silver hair, but when he gets to jamming blues, you gotta be there. His voice is rough and scratchy, lifting his hell, but the power of his passion is electric as hell. There's no finer sight to see than blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
'Cause when Bob sings the blues,
When Bob sings the blues.
oh, when Bob sings the blues,
When Bob sings the blues.
oh, when Bob sings the blues, the
whole damn world sings too.
Take it away. You can travel the world or stay right at home. You can visit different places, and if you roam, you can go by road, by plane or rail, navigate the world by sea or sail. But no matter where you be, there's always blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
'Cause when Bob sings the blues,
When Bob sings the blues.
oh, when Bob sings the blues,
When Bob sings the blues.
oh, when Bob sings the blues,
When Bob sings the blues.
oh, when Bob sings the blues.
Oh, when Bob sings the blues.
Oh, when Bob sings the blues, the whole damn world sings thank you.
Ali Rose. I did mention that Glyn comes from a duet called Anything Goes. And right on cue again, the other half of said duet will now join us for a bit of fiddling.
Bit of fiddling. Really? Is that what she does? A bit of fiddling? Ooh. Yeah, we're talking of CDs, you know. We just happen, you know, upon my person, I just happen to have copies of Phil's and my CD. It's called Rosewick, Coastlines, and you will hear on it Blue Cheese Bob, this next song, Dublin Girl, and also Boys of the 83rd that you wrote. So lots of our songs. If you'd like to have it, we'll flog it off cheap, because frankly, I've got a whole box full. I need to get rid of them.
Oh, on the third, yeah.
And talking of CDs, these two guys have you've just had your album launch, have you not?
Yes, we have, yes. Yeah, 2 nights ago, we done one at the Cranbrook Tennis Club, and we have some CDs today, so if anyone's interested in...
And what sort of CDs? Is it
Anything goes?
romantic? It's romantic, isn't it?
Romantic CD,
'Cause
CDs.
they're all loved
yes.
up. Not like the soldies.
Yeah, feel free. We'd even sign one for you as well. How's that?
Oh, really? That makes it even cheaper.
With my own blood. I will.
Right, this is a song called Dublin Girl. Have we got anyone in from Dublin, by any chance? There's one there, I know that. Are we ready? Yeah? This is Dublin Girl. In a flat by the Liffey that's handy for the city lives a Dublin girl. And she's so very busy with a job in the city that her head's in a whirl. So she thinks about getting away for the weekend with her folks to stay. So she packs up her bags with her old glad rags and she's getting away. She's a Dublin girl, she's a city girl, she's a Dublin girl in a busy world. In a house by the Shannon where a ma and da are planning get their baby home. And they're all so excited that the whole clan's invited to see the Dublin girl. She was hoping for a quiet stay, but there's nothing gonna keep him away. But she stays so composed and she is, I suppose, that's the Dublin girl. She's that Dublin girl, she's that whole wide world. She's that Dublin girl, she's that blue-eyed girl. Well, back in Balgriffin there's a fella that's a missing his Dublin girl. And he's never been jealous like so many fellas seem to be in this world. But he calls on the telephone, hey darling, when you're coming home, 'cause I'm so very lonely and I'm thinking about you only, my Dublin girl. When you come home again, that's when I'll tell you that I love you, girl. She's his Dublin girl, she's his whole wide world. She's his Dublin girl, she's his blue-eyed girl. So free, foe. Thank you very much.